Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning,
Okay.
Bhante.
Although there are only very few people, let me start the Dhamma talk. This is another very important Dhamma talk given to bhikkhus. I think this is very good for people to understand what kind of advice Buddha has given to bhikkhus. This discourse also you find in Samyutta Nikaya, Nidana Vagga, Kasyapa Samyutta. Like the moon is the topic, like the moon. And this was delivered at Savatthi. Because you should approach families like the moon. Now, when the moon, Buddha's advice is a very, very beautiful advice. When the moon, Buddha asked the bugs to families like the moon. When the moon rises in the sky, as we conventionally think, the moon does not select any particular person, village, or house without anything particular liking, disliking, particular wish, and suppressing anybody. Some moon doesn't rise. It just rises. It rises making people happy when they see the moon. Always pleasing people. And so similarly, Buddha said the monks, when you associate with people, whether they are Kshatriyas, Brahmins, Shudras, wise, rich, or poor, without making any distinction or discrimination, liking or disliking, you just with metta, you approach the families and then drawing back the body and mind. That is without clinging to people physically or mentally. What is it? Drawing your mind. Without having any desire, with physically or mentally. For instance, if a bhikkhu lives in a forest, does not live in the forest, and he does not think of he does not have any desire for food, lodging, and so forth. Suppose a monk lives in a forest, thinking of food, lodging, and so forth, even though physically he is living in a forest, mentally he is living in the village. When he lives in the forest and he does not wish to any particular thing. Physically he is away, and mentally he is away from all these things. And he is, Buddha said, the bhikkhu must be always must approach people always acting like newcomers. Newcomers. When the newcomer is a visitor, he maintains in his mind that he is a visitor, not a resident. Suppose a visitor goes to a house, and house people entertain him, give some food, maybe even resting place. So he enjoy all these things. If they give mat to sleep, give the food to eat, and then he gets up and return the container, bowl or plate back to people, and without any discussion, conversation, he just leaves and goes to another house. There also he behaves like that without talking, without discussing anything. He just goes away. There's a story of a Chulanaga and Mahanaga. Mahanaga and Chulanaga, brothers. After many years, Mahanaga and Chulanaga, they attain, after 30 years, they attain enlightenment. Then both of them thought of returning to village where his mother lives. They wanted to see the mother. So they went around collecting alms food. Then the mother, seeing them, he immediately had affection towards them, as since they were her children. She offered some food and said, ask the Mahanaga, son, are you Mahanaga, my son? Elder boy, older boy? Then Mahanaga, instead of admitting it, he said to her, lady, there is another monk coming behind me. Could you ask him? And when the second monk, Chulanaga, came, she asked him, are you my younger brother, younger son, Chulanaga? Then Chulanaga, instead of admitting that he was her second son, he said, lady, have you asked the monk who went before me? So instead of identifying themselves, because they didn't want to make any connection with her, they want to remain anonymous. Even though they receive food from the mother, they did not want to identify themselves. They just want to remain anonymous, they went back, taking food, went back to the monastery. And that is what is called remaining uh, what do you call, new, always new. If they went back next day, they also would answer the same, her question in the same way. This is called acting like newcomers without impudence towards families. Impudence, that means you don't force yourself in among the Sangha, individual, person, and so forth. And you, for instance, when you go to the community, you don't just show sort of arrogant, crossing your hands and sitting straight like a very snobbish person, or you don't just cross your legs and sit like a lord. And when he goes to the uh, community of monks, you don't behave in an inappropriate way. When there are elderly monks, you would not uh, push yourself forward and take better seats in the dining hall or in the place where you have a reception of monks. You don't take the first seat, and you don't give sort of a Dhamma talk without uh, receiving, without getting permission from the elderly monks. Then when you go to uh, take a shower, you go and you must let others take shower as they approach. Like when you go to toilet, as the person approach, people, they don't, if they are line up, let them go first, not like that. Whoever has a more urgent need, let the person go first. And when you go to arms round, you just don't try to push others behind and go forward to get more food and so forth. This is called impudence. And without such impudence, the monks must behave. That means, or when we go to the go to receive alms food, you don't, the way you don't talk, which house I should go, what kind of food I will get, what kind of drink I will get, whether I get orange juice or Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola or something other. Don't talk without talking like this, going and quietly receiving whatever you receive. That's called, uh, and he doesn't want people to know who he is, what kind of food he likes, and so forth. Just without making yourself just uh, showing up, go and have, without impudence towards families. Just as a man looking down an all well precipice or steep riverbank would draw back the body and mind. So too, because should you approach family. That means you don't try to impress people physically, verbally, you go. Just like when you want to, bend down, looking down, and all well is very dangerous. Anything can happen. Uh, Therefore, you have to approach the all well, very carefully, uh, like very deep place which is very steep. Uh, you have to be very careful not to push forward so that you will not fall into the precipice or steep river bank, and draw back the body and mind. Uh, Suppose somebody without thinking and he's too overconfident himself, uh, if he bend body towards uh, the all abandoned well, he will fall and break his hands and leg. And it is just or somebody who is there is uh, something to hold, a handrail or rope or a stick. Without holding on to it, you just bend down and then uh, you fall and break your neck. Similarly, uh, when you are not careful, when you are not mindful in your uh, uh, appearance, going on arms, food, and so forth, uh, you will become unmindful and you break your precepts. Just like a person who falls into the well and break his hands and legs. Similarly, if you are not mindful, you just with carelessly move among people in villages, in houses, and so forth, you break your precept. And therefore, your hands and legs are like your morality. You will break. And your saddha, your people's saddha about faith in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, you will damage. And when you want to practice meditation on mindfully, you will destroy that, attaining concentration, arising your greed, your resentment, just like a thorn uh, hurting you. So defeat your purpose. Then Buddha said, what do you think, monks? Bhikkhus, what kind of bhikkhu is worthy to approach families? Venerable Sir, our teachers are rooted teachings. Our teachings are rooted in the Blessed One, guided by the Blessed One, take recourse in the Blessed One. It would be good if the Blessed One would clear up the meaning of this statement. Having heard it from him, the bhikkhus will remember it. Then the Buddha said, okay, then listen, I will speak. Bhikkhus, just as this hand does not get caught in space, is not held fast in it, is not bound by it. So, when a bhikkhu approaches a family, his mind does not get caught, held fast, and bound amidst families, thinking, may those desiring gains, acquire gains, may those desiring marriage make marriage. He is as elated and happy over the gains of others as he is over his own gains. Such a bhikkhu is worthy to approach the families. Now, here is when you, Buddha said, this is a very beautiful simile. When you stretch your hands, raise your hands up to the sky, the sky doesn't, you don't hold the sky, pass by it. The sky doesn't hold you. It's not bound by it. It doesn't tie your hands. And the sky remains. There's nothing to hold on to the sky. And if you try to stretch your hand crosswise, horizontally, there's nothing in the sky to hold. If you lift your hand vertically, there's nothing you can hold in the sky. And similarly, you are giving Dhamma, may those, with the intention, may those desiring gains acquire gains. If you wish gains, if those people who wish gain something, merits, let them have, through the practice of Dhamma, if they gain some spiritual gains, let them have that gain. If they gain merits by listening to Dhamma, let them get merits. And he is very happy when they receive gains or merits, as if he got gains and merits. Now, that means he does not have any personal interest in delivering Dhamma talk. Because when Kassapa approaches the family, his mind does not get caught, held fast, or bound amidst families thinking, may those desiring gains, gains acquire gains, may those desiring marriage make marriage. He is elated and happy over the gains of others as he is over his own. That means he is so equanimous, at the same time so practicing great compassion, mudita, appreciative joy, as much as he gains something. What do you think, because how is a bhikkhu teaching the teaching of the Dhamma impure, and how is his teaching of Dhamma pure? So because whenever I say we don't know the answer, could you explain? And when you explain, we will remember it. Then Buddha said, this is also very important thing to remember. This is particularly advice given to the bhikkhus. A bhikkhu teaches the Dhamma to others with the thought, oh, may they listen to the Dhamma from me. Having listened, may they gain confidence in the Dhamma. Being confident, may they show their confidence to me. Such a bhikkhu's teaching of the Dhamma is impure. Impure. It is very beautiful teaching. When he gives the Dhamma talk, he has an intention. What is the intention? May they listen to the Dhamma from me. He doesn't think of the Buddha's Dhamma. He thinks that let them listen to me. That means he try to possess the Dhamma, my words, my explanation. Having listened, may they gain confidence in the Dhamma. And being confident, may they show their confidence to me. When he brings his me into his teaching, then the Buddha said, such a bhikkhu's teaching of the Dhamma is impure. He defiled the Dhamma. Even though Dhamma is pure and clean, he defiled it. But bhikkhu teaches Dhamma to others with the thought, the Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One, directly visible, immediate, inviting to come and see, applicable, to be personally experienced by the wise. That is the qualities of Dhamma. There are 6 qualities of Dhamma. Swakato Bhagavata Dhamma, Sanditthiko, Akaliko, Ehipasiko, Opanayiko, Pacchattam Vettabu Vinyoy. Sanditthika, directly visible. Akalika, unaffected by time or immediate. Then invite one to come and see. Ehi Pasiko, applicable, Opanayiko. The Dhamma is leading you to attain liberation, applicable, to be personally experienced by the wise. Not the foolish, but the wise people can immediately, personally experience Pacchattamvetabu Vinyohi. Or may they listen to Dhamma from me. Having listened to listen, may they understand the Dhamma. Having understood, may they practice accordingly. Thus he teaches the Dhamma to others because of the intrinsic excellence of the Dhamma. He teaches the Dhamma to others from compassion and sympathy, out of tender concern. Such a bhikkhu's teaching of the Dhamma is pure. Now, this monk does not make personal claim of the Dhamma. He simply teaches the Dhamma. And see, he thinks in his own mind, his intention is, let these people listen to Dhamma, and then understand the Dhamma. Having understood, may they practice accordingly. That is important, not thinking of me. I am not Dhamma. I just present the Dhamma taught by the Buddha, which is excellent. And therefore, if people understand this Dhamma and put that into practice accordingly. Thus he teaches Dhamma to others because of the intrinsic excellence of the Dhamma. Dhamma has excellence in itself. I don't add anything to it. Neither do I subtract anything from it. I simply present the Dhamma and taught by the Buddha. The Buddha discovered the Dhamma and he did not invent it. He simply, Dhamma exists and he simply discovered it. As the other day in my Dhamma talk, we mentioned like Nagara, simile of city. He discovered it and then taught us. And we learn it and present to people without claiming the ownership of Dhamma. And therefore, and wishing those who listen to Dhamma, just like now, we present this Dhamma according to the suttas as Buddha taught, and we wish people to practice according to that Dhamma. Thus he teaches the Dhamma to others because of the intrinsic excellence of Dhamma. He teaches the Dhamma to others from compassion and sympathy. Out of sympathy, Buddha taught the Dhamma. Out of sympathy, we teach Dhamma without forming. And Buddha never said, my Dhamma, my Dhamma. See, what Buddha said here, he practiced. What he practiced, he taught here. Out of tender concern, such a bhikkhu's teaching of the Dhamma is pure, clean. Bhikkhu Kassapa teaches Dhamma to others with the thought, Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One, or may they listen to Dhamma from me. Having listened, may they understand the Dhamma. Having understood, may they practice accordingly. He teaches Dhamma to others because of the intrinsic excellence of the Dhamma. He teaches the Dhamma to others from compassion and sympathy, out of tender concern. Bhikkhu, I will exhort you by example of Kassapa, or one who is similar to Kassapa. Being exhorted, you should practice accordingly. So Venerable Kassapa, Mahakassapa, is a very famous monk who was second only to the Buddha. He lived in forest and he practiced 13 austere practices called Dhutanga. He was among number one among monks who practice Dhutanga. Other monks may practice one or two of them, but Venerable Mahakassapa practiced all of them. He never went to a house to have dana. He always used his almsgiving and went from village to village, house to house, to receive food, and he never was attached to any family. He behaved very much like the moon. Moon doesn't make any special favor for any person, any village, any family, any country. Similarly, when the Mahakassapa lived like the moon shining across the globe. Okay, friends, this is very wonderful discourse. You can find it in the Samyutta Nikaya. I give you the reference if you like. Kassapa Samyutta, Kassapa Vagga, third sutta, Candūpamāsutta. I think this is the end of today's talk, and we have about 25 minutes to meditate. Let us meditate. Okay. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another, as a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child. Even so, towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate to all the world a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment. Whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here. Not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth in the womb. With this thought, let us meditate for the next 25 minutes. by means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise, until the time I attain Bhavana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear-struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be, from the highest realm of existence to the lowest. May all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now this is the end of today's session, friends. May all those who are in hospitals suffering from various diseases, may they recover very soon and return to normal health, practice meditation, attain liberation from samsaric suffering. May all the doctors, nurses, hospital staffs who take care of these people, sacrificing their comfort, risking their own life when exposed to various diseases, may they also find time to practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and attain liberation from samsaric suffering. May all those who have lost their loved ones may still be grieving. May they be free from grief and understand the nature of life, practice Dhamma, practicing meditation, and attain liberation from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in various trouble spots, war zones, discrimination, poverty-stricken areas, may they all find time to practice Dhamma, nature of understand, nature of greed, hatred, and delusion, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in the northern direction, northeastern direction, eastern direction, north, southeastern direction, southern direction, southwestern direction, western direction, northwestern direction, up and below, all of them be well, happy, and peaceful. May they all attain liberation from samsaric suffering. Friends, this is the end of today's session. As I said, if you like to listen to our Dhammapada explanation at 3 o'clock, you may join it. And also, if you have questions, you send it to me. I answer them and email back to you. I have done so far. Few people ask me questions. I send them to the answer. And I find a way to put all the answers online, either in our Bhavana Facebook or some other means, so that you all will know the questions and the answers. Okay? Hope you are.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bhante.
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante.
Thank you,
Everyone,
Bhante.
have a nice
Bless you, Bhante, for teaching
Thank
us.
you, Sri Ram.
Thank you.
Advance Saranai Bhante.
Okay, thank you.